Terrorism in the United Kingdom, according to the Home Office, poses a significant threat to the state. 1834 people were arrested in the United Kingdom from September 2001 to December 2009 in connection with terrorism, of which 422 were charged with terrorism-related offences and 237 were convicted. Banned organisations. The British government has designated 58 organisations as terrorist and banned them. 44 of these organisations were banned under the Terrorism Act of 2000. 2 of these were also banned under the Terrorism Act of 2006 for glorifying terrorism. The other 14 organisations operate, for the most part, in Northern Ireland, and were banned under previous legislation. International organisations. International organisations the government has designated as terrorist and banned are: Revolutionary Organisation, the 17th of November, Abdullah Azam Brigades, including the Ziyad al-Jarrah battalions, AAB, Abu Nadal Organisation, Abu Sayyaf, Aydanabian Islamic Army, Al-Gamma al-Islamiyya, Al-Ghuraba, Al-Ittihad al-Islamiyya, Al-Murabitun, Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, Ansar al-Islam, Ansar al-Sharia Tunisia, Ansaru, Ansar Bayt al-Madis, Ansar al-Muslimina fi Bilades Sudan, Vanguard for the Protection of Muslims in Black Africa, Armed Islamic Group also known as Jia, Asbit al-Ansar, Baba Khalsa, Balochistan Liberation Army, Egyptian Islamic Jihad, ETA, Hamas, Harakat al-Shabaab al-Mujahideen, Harkat al-Jihad al-Islami, Harkat al-Mujahideen, Harkat al-Ansar, Hezbollah, Hezb Islami Gulbuddin, Imara Kavkaz, IK, also known as the Caucasus Emirate, Indian Mujahideen, International Sikh Youth Federation, Islamic Jihad Union, Islamic Movement of Uzbekistan, Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Jamaat Ansar al-Sunnah, formerly Jaish Ansar al-Sunnah, Jamaat al-Furqan, Jamaat al-Mujahideen, Jama'ah Islamiyya, Jundallah, Katiba al-Kawthar, Qudam al-Islam, Kurdistan Freedom Falcons, Kurdistan Workers' Party, Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Liberation Tigers of Tamil-Elam, Libyan Islamic Fighting Group, Minbar Ansar-Din, Moroccan Islamic Combatant Group, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, People's Mujahideen of Iran, Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine General Command, Revolutionary People's Liberation Party Front, Salafist Group for Preaching and Combat, The Saved Sect, Sipari Sahaba Pakistan, also known as Al-Sunnah wal Jamaat, Tehrik-Nafazi Sharia Mohammadi, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, Tayar-Azadiya Kurdistan, Turkiye Hak Kurtuluş Partisi Safizi, Irish organisations. Irish organisations the British government has banned are: Continuity Irish Republican Army, Cumann Rmban, Fianna Éireann, Irish National Liberation Army, Irish People's Liberation Organisation, Irish Republican Army, SAER, British organisations, Ulster Defence Association, Ulster Freedom Fighters, Ulster Volunteer Force, Loyalist Volunteer Force, Orange Volunteers, Red Hand Commandos, Red Hand Defenders, National Action, UK. Incidents. There have been many historically significant terrorist incidents within the United Kingdom, from the Gunpowder Plot of 1605 to the various attacks related to the Troubles of Northern Ireland. In recent history, the UK security services have focused on the threat posed by radical Islamic militant organisations within the UK, such as the cell responsible for the 7th of July 2005 London bombings. Profile of a British terrorist. A. Restricted. The 12th of June 2008 MI5 analysis of several hundred individuals known to be involved in or closely associated with violent extremist activity concludes that British terrorists are a diverse collection of individuals, fitting no single demographic profile. Nor do they all follow a typical pathway to violent extremism. Around half were born in the United Kingdom. The majority are British nationals and the remainder, with a few exceptions, are in the country legally. Most UK terrorists are male, but women are often aware of their husbands, brothers or sons' activities, while the majority are in their early to mid-20s when they become radicalised. A small but not insignificant minority first become involved in violent extremism at over the age of 30. Those over 30 are just as likely to have a wife and children as to be loners with no ties. MI5 says this challenges the idea that terrorists are young Muslim men driven by sexual frustration and lured to martyrdom by the promise of beautiful virgins waiting for them in paradise. Those involved in British terrorism have educational achievement ranging from total lack of qualifications to degree-level education. However, they are almost all employed in low-grade jobs, far from being religious zealots. A large number of those involved in terrorism do not practice their faith regularly. Many lack religious literacy and could actually be regarded as religious novices. Very few have been brought up in strongly religious households, and there is a higher than average proportion of converts. Some are involved in drug taking, drinking alcohol and visiting prostitutes. The report claims a well-established religious identity actually protects against violent radicalization. While the influence of clerics in radicalizing British terrorists has reduced in recent years, counter-terrorism. The Sun newspaper obtained a leaked memo from the British government, originally dating the 17th of January. In late January 2007 detailing a proposed plan to place X-ray cameras in lampposts to see through clothes and identify terrorists. The memo says Home Office officials believe detection of weapons and explosives will become easier. The social acceptability of routine intrusive detection measures and the operational response required in the event of an alarm are likely to be limiting factors. The Home Office did not comment on a memo. On 29 August 2014, the British government raised the terrorist threat level to severe, as Prime Minister David Cameron and Home Secretary Theresa May warned a terrorist attack was highly likely. Following the coming to prominence of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, May admitted that although the threat level had been hiked to the second highest possible, there was no intelligence warning of an imminent attack. Despite this, Cameron said, the nation was facing a deeper and greater threat to our security than we have known before. Quote, state terrorism. The British state has been accused of involvement in state terrorism in Northern Ireland. See also, right-wing terrorism in the United Kingdom, terrorism in the European Union, Prevention of Terrorism Act, Northern Ireland, crime in the United Kingdom, the Troubles, Islamism in London, Islamic terrorism in the United Kingdom, state-sponsored terrorism #United Kingdom. Efforts to curb politicized Islam backfiring. Study. Dead link. PAC UK talks for joint framework on anti-terrorism open this result in new window. MI5 Watch 2000 Terror suspects BBC News. May 4, 2007.